Hello everyone and welcome back to some Spearhead cast. With me, Matt. We got an Eastern Front battle for you all. Let's go through the players, shall we? This is angled and archery, by the way. On the Axis side, we have Captain Airstrike playing as Wehrmacht Panzerdivision. We have Robertus playing as Sturm Tactics for the Waffen-SS. And Professor as Jäger Tactics for the Waffen-SS. So it looks like the SS is going to hold the northern front here, and the Wehrmacht is going to hold the southern front. On the Soviet side, we have Vengeful Eyes as Tank Destroyer, I believe that is. Anti-tank, yeah. We have Q as Motorstrelki. And Kachau as Shock, I think that is. I am not good with the Russian names, but you probably know this by now. So we have a very varied force of the Soviets here against a very varied force for the Axis. We'll have to see how the Soviets do up and how the Wehrmacht will do in these church grounds. I have a feeling the church ground is going to become very important unless the Soviets can push up and take it early. The Soviets are already pushing very far ahead with some sappers by the looks of it. Sorry about that, just checking if my recording is going, and it seems to be. We have a lot of conscripts coming in, but you also have some actual Strelki coming out for the motor division. Lots of conscripts around, as the Soviets generally do make liberal use of early on. Very cheap standard infantry, but very poor quality. Storm Grenadiers in a bad position there, right out in the open. We have some Wallonian volunteers coming in. Some more right-wing extremist Wallonians. Conscripts are taking the building here, getting a very good vantage position. But the other SS is flanking in. Storm Pioneers and some Storm Grenadiers coming in here. Molotov did get off though, but they mostly dodged it by the looks of it. But now there's actual Strelki present. Conscripts trying to flank the Storm Grenadiers. Steel Hand Grenade and Molotov being thrown at each other. But on the open, the Conscripts might win. More grenades coming around. Gonna be a lot of heavy fighting here by the looks of it. Looks like the Soviets have taken the church grounds meanwhile on the southern flank. With the Wehrmacht being somewhat pushed back. They have got an MG34 coming up though. Pioneers being flanked by the conscripts here. On the northern front though, it seems like there's gonna be a lot of fighting with these buildings here. Kubelwagen present for the Waffen-SS. Providing some support fire. Southern flank the Oh, MG34 set up in the middle of the road. Probably not the best position, but it will suppress the conscripts. Conscripts and Frontoviki are securing the center here though. We have some shock troops coming in already, some shock Frontoviki. Unique basic infantry for the Soviet shock division they can get early. Very good units by the way. Looks like we have a jeep coming in for the motor division. Motor division lost all their infantry. Oh, that's painful. Looks like they're gonna have to rely on vehicles or better infantry later on when they can. Soviets have occupied the church, but Storm Grenadiers are trying to flank from the rear here. Looks like the Wehrmacht is gonna have a little bit of a harder time here. More conscripts coming around. Storm Grenadiers are being flanked by the jeep. Oh, I think he merged the conscripts into the Frontoviki here. That's a very smart move. Jeep with its Dushka might be able to dish out some damage here if the gunner doesn't get shot. Oh, Frontoviki coming out to flank. They're throwing a grenade. That Storm Grenadier squad might be in trouble. He's not noticing. Oh, and that's that Storm Grenadier squad. Oh. MG34 coming up here. Looks like MG34 for all the German players. MG34 being set up in the building. Very good spot. Hopefully it can cover most of the front here. Yeah, the Soviets are immediately pulling back. Yeah, there's Storm troopers, or shock troopers here now, no? Oh, we have a lieutenant of the motor Strelki present in Siberian outfits. That is a very nice look. Oh, machine gun is doing targeted fire though in the area. Yeah, you can actually order your machine guns to do attack ground. Which the MG42 is amazing at because of the sheer amount of volume of fire. Oh, that's actually an MG34, so still very fast, but not as fast. Oh, looks like we have double DPs for the shock troopers. With a good support weapon. But the MG34 might have the upper hand here. Perhaps if the Fontaviga gets into conflict too, that'll help. Yeah, they're gonna try and rush up through the cover here and probably throw a Molotov or a grenade. They're throwing a grenade! And I think that might just have won the engagement there for the Soviet Union. But the Wallonian volunteers are coming up now with STGs. Sturmgewehrs. Looks like the shock troopers are making a move though. Getting up behind the cover here. Looks like they might be preparing another grenade. Yep, another grenade is going into the building. Oh, and the Wallonians died! Now, on the other front, it looks like the Wehrmacht and the Soviets are having quite a bit of an engagement down here. Sharpshooters still keep moving into the church. But they might be hit by Gewalterladung here if the pioneers pay attention. Just in time, but he's gonna go down, I think. Oh no, he got out of there! But so does the Fontaviki. Volksgrenadiers not doing so well down here by the looks of it. They have a lot of firepower to come up against. The arts units and everything present. Oh, we have partisans in the church. Looks like the Soviets really want to keep that church under Soviet control. Some local partisans have apparently been hiding in the church cellar. And now they're being shut up though. I don't think we're gonna see those partisans survive for much longer. Unless they use this... Nope, they're dead. And on the other flank, it looks like we have a shock lieutenant present. Using his... I believe I said this was a Tokarev, which uses the M1911 model in the game. But it's not the Makarov, because the Makarov is after the war, I believe, if I remember correctly. Oh, it looks like the MP40 armed Volksgrenadiers are slowly making a little bit of a push up here. Especially with Sturm Pioneer support. But there's a Dushka in this shed. But it looks like the Volksgrenadiers are pushing up heavily. But these guards are not gonna lay down easy. Command Panzer 2L coming up. Wallonians are being armed with the MP34, yeah. A precursor to the other MPs, and still has the old MP18 kind of look, where the ammunition is sticking out the side. Well, looks like the Panzer L got damaged, probably by the Dushka actually. Unless there was a mine of some kind. We have a Valentine coming out for the Soviet motor units. We have more shock troopers coming in. This is an actual shock trooper unit that can be armed fully with automatic weaponry if you desire it. Really powerful squad. Maxim is trying to keep a hold of this area. Pinning down the Wallonians, force them to run. I said those are Sturm Pioneers, my bad. Oh, we have a Sturm Grenadier here armed with the MG30. MG30 is like a lesser known precursor of the MG34. Not another weapon many people know about. Very fascinating weapon too. You can actually arm them with an MG42 and an MG30 if you're playing Sturm Commander, which makes them a really good defensive unit. We have is that an MG42? That's another MG34, okay. A lot of machine guns coming up here. So it's gonna have a hard time with dealing with this, but the shock lieutenant has called out artillery. Those Sturm Pioneers not gonna survive for long. There's some Großdeutschland Panzer Division coming up. Unique unit to the Panzer Division. They are essentially Germans recruited from all over Germany, which was not a common thing actually. Generally most units were recruited from a single part of Germany. Oh, we have some Stoßtruppen on the field here, in winter camouflage. Stoßtruppen are really good assault infantry, as kind of in the name. Essentially, they are stormtroopers. We'll have to see what the Großdeutschland Panzerdivision does. These guys can be specialized for several duties, and it seems he wants them to be anti-tank. So he's arming them with a Panzerschreck. Valentine and Siberians coming in. Perfect veteran map for the Siberians, in all honesty. These guys will do an amazing job in the winter conditions. Although they are not playing with the cold tech, which very few people do, they'll still look nice in their spiffing Siberian winter uniforms. I really like the Soviet winter uniforms. Like, this white one is just perfect looking for it. Oh. Scoped STG Storm Grenadiers present here. Able to ignore most enemy cover bonuses. An amazing upgrade that the Jaeger gets access to. Need to be careful though what happens around the rest of the battlefield. Looks like the Storm Tactics troops are moving up. The Valonians taking up position there. The Storm Grenadiers are taking that position. Another Valentine coming in here. Oh, we also have some Soviet paratroopers present. These guys actually not see much action in the war. But the action they did, so I believe they actually did very well from what I've heard. The Soviets don't really do many airborne operations. I believe most of them were actually glider-borne. And against the Storm Grenadiers armed with scoped STGs, that's not easy to deal with. Siberians, though, will start to make a name for themselves, I think. They are very accurate troops at long range. They're basically going hunting for Germans. Already being armed with scoped SVTs. Oh, we also have some Panzer Grenadiers. The 15th. I do not know much about the 15th, unfortunately. But they have that very famous star symbol, which I guess is quite important. They need to be armed, though, to be very good. If just not with a K98s, they can be rather lackluster, I found. Then again, they are fighting Siberians, which is not an easy one to fight. Looks like the Soviet airborne have been armed with the Czech machine gun. Also, apparently a beacon is going up so they can call in more airborne stuff. Looks like the shock troopers are not having an easy time against the Stoßtruppen armed with STGs here. Grenade did not seem to do much. It looks like the Sturm SS is doing pretty good up here. Those stormtroopers probably have to be drawn though. Oh, looks like the Valentine got shut down. Looks like there was a Pack 40 here in the center. Just coming in. Let's keep an eye on it. Oh yeah, the shock division has lost most of their troops. They are getting a heavy mortar though. The airborne troops might actually be able to do something from that position thanks to their Czech machine gun. Yeah, it's actually getting some kills. Good to see. Soviet Stabskapitan is present on the field. A higher ranking officer. That's 2L and Grenadiers pushing up slowly. Oh, we also have some SS Fallschirmjäger now. These guys are very elite and very deadly troops. They'll be able to punch through a lot of stuff. Oh, Soviet airborne trying to flank up here. I'm probably not going to do well against these SS Fallschirmjäger. Valonians are still here in the machine guns. And not making it easy for the Soviets.
Combat engineers are standing by.
Oh, lots of Valonians have been called in. Probably used that ability that allows you to call in 2 of them armed with MP34s. So that's a lot of fresh troops immediately. Looks like a Soviet glider is coming in. We're gonna see more of the Soviet airborne. I wonder where it's landing. Probably around here. Soviet heavy mortar presence. And here it comes. Using the British glider model. Probably because there's no Soviet glider model in the game. They arrive with a T-70. Dushka. mortar, and an airborne squad. That's a lot of equipment for one strider. Especially the fact they come arrive with a T-70. So you get like a light vehicle out of it.
God's troops ready for action.
Very fascinating. More shock troopers present on the fields. These guys being armed entirely with the PPSHs. But against Strustruppen armed entirely with STGs, that's not an easy fight. Like fully armed STG squads can be very lethal. And also the fact that there's Fallschirmjägers present here. Oh, but they're going into the building here. And now they're gonna start opening fire. Oh, they might still win out though, thanks to their heavy cover. But that's a mortar! Oh, that's a lot of damage. They're taking the other building though. Both sides are artillerying each other. T-70 throwing a grenade out the hatch! Oh, they not do much though. Storm Grenadiers have not been armed with Panzerfausts. Looks like the SS are pushing up aggressively. The Wehrmacht is trying to push up on their end too, I think. Although the fight is a little bit slower down here, with the Panzer II acting more methodically. T-70 is trying to make issues though, but the pack turned, it's gone. Getting a good shot on the T-70. Soviets are not in a good position. Looks like the Fallschirmjäger is gonna take it out. Yeah, Panzerfaust. Looks like the Soviet Air Force is flying overhead. Oh, it's a little bit of a suicide bombing, but it did not really do much. The Wehrmacht is bombing the southern flank. Being called in by the Spearbox Panzer. Essentially a Stuk that's been modified to serve as a mobile radio post. Siberians are trying to get close, but it's being covered by the Panzer Grenadiers. Oh, looks might get Panzerfausts. Oh. Yeah, the Soviets like to use stolen Panzerfausts. All they need now is a good shot with the Panzer rifle, or the Valentine could also kill it. Oh, looks like the Soviets are pushing for the center now with the motor striking. The Odan. I completely missed that. Odan are really good, and also the Soviet paratroopers have joined in. Perhaps the Soviets can make a little bit of a comeback here. Pushing hard against the Germans. Looks like the Storm Grenadiers are pushing up. They might have enough firepower here, but it's hard to say. These guys are elite troops. And they've been armed with RPDs, or an ARPD. A very powerful late war Soviet light machine gun. Oh, they are falling back though. Oh, but they lost one squad though, thanks to the Cis-3. T-70 rushing up. Wallonians with a Panzerfaust though, but it missed! Oh, the T-70. Oh, but the Spearbox Panzer turned around. Nice to see. Wait, can he get T-70s? Yeah, he can get T-70s from the glider, but I don't think it's getting them from the glider. Fascinating. We have a lot of fighting going on here. Oh, we have a Flammhetzer here for the Sturmtactics. Flammhetzer is a very powerful anti-infantry weapon. It's essentially a Hetzer, normally an anti-tank vehicle, but it's got replaced by a giant flamethrower. A very peculiar weapon, to say the least, and something that a lot of people don't really like fighting because it can be quite lethal. I don't think the Soviets gonna have what it takes to stop the Flammhetzer on the northern front. Southern front is not doing too much better either. Mostly because the Panzers and the Panzer Grenadiers are pushing up slowly. The Panzer Grenadiers do get a bonus of fighting near a tank, as they should. You want them to fight near tanks after all. It's what they're trained to do. Oh, we also have a howitzer coming up here for the SS. They're going very heavy in. Heavy mortar could hit and immobilize stuff, but it's gonna be hard to see. And now the Panzer Grenadiers are clearing out the Siberians. But the Flamhetzer's going in. I completely missed that, but the Flamhetzer is really good at dealing with infantry, as you can probably see. Oh, trying to charge a Flamhetzer is not going to be a good idea with shock troopers. They have nothing to deal with this thing. That body armor is not going to help them against it. Yeah, he's going to try to satchel it. But he's satcheled too far behind. He's just going to keep driving forward. Oh, what can they do against this? Oh, the Flamhead has just burned its way through them. Now it's gonna go for the base. Oh, they're laying mines behind it. Or trying to. But it looks like the Germans are pushing on the other fronts too. I don't think that the Soviets can make a pushback from this. And now the Flamheads is gonna try and flank. Just as the Katyusha starts firing at on the German lines, I mean. It's not easy to deal with the Flamheads.
The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
Oh, the L went for the Katyusha. Oh, everything is just falling apart for the Soviets here. This thing is brutal. I think such a little weapon can cause so much mayhem. Yep, and the Soviets surrendered at that. That Flamheads just drove straight through the Soviet lines and destroyed everything. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye!